All right, standing here with Lanell Bellows inside the Mayweather Boxing Club just a couple days after he returned to action, successfully improving to 12-1-1.
Yeah.
Lanell, I think this is a special victory, though, because this is avenging your one defeat. Well, I guess asking that, does this feel more special to you than any other wins?
Nah, we work hard. We properly prepare for him or any other opponent. So, I mean, it feels good to win. It feels good that I did beat that gentleman. But another day in the office. This is what we're here for. This is what we're preparing for. Battle.
What's changed since the first time you guys met? Are you that much better? Is he worse? What happened there?
You know what? I felt like I won the first time. I felt like I edged it. It was my first 6-rounder. It was his 18th fight. It was in his backyard. But, you know, I kept grinding. Stipulations changed. He was in my backyard, which it didn't even matter because I decisively whooped him.
Well, you know, anyone that knows you knows that you train as hard, if not harder than anybody, but the fact that you went, whether you agree you won or not, is obviously a close fight. You came up short, so this one you won decisively. Does that kind of, does that help you see that, you know, you're making big gains in your own game because you turned around so much against this guy?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, every day is constant progression. Every day we're in here working harder and harder to be a better me, become a better boxer. And I went out there and I handled my business, and definitely it was another notch in my belt as far as confidence, knowing that I am progressing in the direction that I need to progress in.
You've been kind of under the radar, I guess, for most of your career here at TMT. You're the one, you know, the guy maybe less heralded, but you've had all these fights now. You're 12-1-1's no joke, so you're kind of getting ready to get up there. Are you looking to make that step up and put yourself in contender status?
I mean, absolutely. That's what we're doing this for. Right now, Boxer has me number 19 in the U.S., number 78 in the world. I mean, that's an accomplishment all within itself. I don't know how valid it is, but just as far as confidence, that just lets me know that I'm definitely moving up in the food chain and that I'm definitely heading in the direction, progression. I'm progressing, man. So I'm happy. Yeah, I plan on being a contender very soon. I plan on continuing to work hard, if not harder, and I'm ready to make my mark in history.
And for those that may have thought you were the lesser TMT guy, how is this looking for you now? What can you say to them, showing that hey, you're now one of the ones up at the top?
You know what? I don't have nothing really to say to them. Like I said, I let my work do what it's supposed to do. I'm not a big talker. I'm a big action man. And like I said, I can show them better than I can tell them. And I mean, I don't know who they are that thinks I was low man. I didn't really look at myself as where I was.
But you were, you weren't as heralded as some of the other teammates you had.
Well, I mean, I didn't have a strong amateur background. I wasn't as known. So now I'm just becoming a little bit more known. But if nothing else, I want to be known for my work ethic and my will to continue, my will to grow. So I mean, for all those who's doubting, all the naysayers, I ain't going nowhere. At least if I ain't going nowhere without no fight.
And then, as hard as you work, what are some things that you see right now that are most important for you to really improve on to be able to get the next step to a title?
Everything. I mean, boxing is a game that you learn something every day, and if you're hungry for knowledge, if you want to be a better fighter, a better you. So, I mean, everything can use improvement, and I know that I will continue to grow and progress and improve in every aspect.
What happened before the fight? The antics in the way, and I wasn't there, but I know it was quite crazy. Tell us what happened there and what started it all.
At the weigh-in, he seemed to believe that the fight was Wednesday night instead of Thursday night. So he played the tough guy role, nothing I've never seen before, you know. And he thought he was going to beat me Wednesday, but the fight was on Thursday, and that's when he didn't show up, and I did.
All right, well, following the way you get in there, the one thing I noticed about you that I've seen improvement in is your name is K.O. Bellows, and earlier in your career, it seemed like it was what you were going for, knockout or bust. This fight here, some of your previous fights that went the distance, you seem much more calm, reserved, taking what's given to you, not necessarily trying to go for broke. Is that something you consciously worked on as far as making sure that you fight intelligently instead of maybe going for broke?
Absolutely. I mean, I didn't really go for broke in the fights that I knocked him out, but they was a little less experienced. And as my experience level goes up, so does the competition level. So you're not going to knock everybody else. So now we're learning to be a better boxer in due time. In due time, that them too will fall. I just got to learn how to get there in a mild manner. So that's what I'm saying. Every day is a constant progression, constant growth, constant learning, so that as these rounds pick up, like I said, this was an 8-round fight. I don't want to be like known for knocking everybody in the 3rd round. The minute that somebody take me 8, 10 rounds, I don't know what to do. So I'm getting all my experience early, and like I said, before you know it, later rounds, them boys too will go to sleep. I mean, it's inevitable.
But in a fight like this, where you're winning most every round, is it hard to still not go for broke sometimes?
I mean, you know what I had to do out on his feet. He's a veteran. He knew how to hold. He knew how to grab me. I mean, things that I'm still working on, which is when they do go to grab and hold, how to make certain moves, how to drop my butt and punch in the inside. Like I said, I'm still learning, but like I said, I don't really consider myself going for broke because we learned to be a well-rounded boxer. I just happen to have a little punch power.
Tell us about that cut. Was that something that scared you?
You know what? I couldn't see it. It started bleeding a lot, you know, in the 3rd round. We still have 5 rounds to go. But like the warrior that I am, and I went out there and I kept on handling business. Bob Weir, my cut man, he did his thing. It didn't bleed no more for the rest of the fight. And like I said, that's really due because I never really get cut. That was an elbow. But yeah, Bob did his thing early. It happened early.
Below the eye instead of above.
Yes, but like, definitely, because no blood was able to get in my eye. It never really altered my vision. So I just went out there and kept on beasting, doing what I had to do.
All right. Well, I'm sure this is going to keep you out of action for a while it heals up. So what's the plan for you going forward when we see you back in the ring?
It's not that long. It's only 6 weeks. Yeah. 6 weeks. That's enough time for me to train and get ready for the following weeks after those 6 weeks.
All right, so 2015, we got some months left here. Are we going to see you fighting for some sort of title, you think, this year?
Man, Lord willing, man. Lord willing. We're going to keep on working. We're going to keep working hard, keep progressing, man. And through the grace of God, man, whatever's in the tail for me, we're going to go at the head on.
Oh, and I do want to ask one more thing.
Yeah.
This weekend, clean sweep for TMT. Everybody won, but Tabiti, but we won't give him a hard time. He couldn't fight.
Yeah,
it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
But what did it mean for you guys? I mean, obviously Floyd and Manny got the most of the attention, but what did it mean for you guys as a team to have a clean sweep?
I mean, it's an individual sport, but one team, one dream. So being that we all linked up together and went out there and handled business, I mean, it was a beautiful thing. A clean sweep for TMT. We was able to piggyback off each other's energy and impress the boss as he went out there and impressed us as his protege. So, I mean, it was just a great weekend for us. I thank God for it. I thank God for the constant growth of the team. And preferably, we keep going out there and handling business.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.